Welcome back to another free-to-play fish episode with me, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. Today we're going to be playing the Artifacts Attack deck. You may have seen something similar to this because we have played the Mono Blue deck, but the difference between this and the Mono Blue deck is we cut the Jin, we do add the additional color, because if once we added another color, our Jin gets a little bit weaker. So this time we add the white, and we get the boost in power level from Tashar Ancestor's Apostle, Ether Shield Artificer, Azor the Lawbringer, and Aerial Engineer. And of course you have cards like Goring Ceratops and Settle the Wreckage and Seal Aways and stuff like that. But the Aerial Engineer and the Ether Shield Artificers pair very well, they play well with artifacts. I hope that we can maybe somewhere along the way open an Antiquities War. The Antiquities War would just be sweet in any kind of artifact deck. But yeah, so this whole deck, the whole idea behind it is to pretty much land a bunch of artifacts. The synergies between that will, like, example, pump your Gearsmith Prodigy. Make it so that Tashar, whenever you play a historic spell being artifact or a legendary or a saga, you can return a creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So, let's not hold you up any longer. Of course, you know, we are going to be playing the first 3 games unmodified, and then we'll play the rest of the 4 games with a modified version of this deck. So, without holding you up any longer, I'll see you in the arena. Quinn Waka. Let's hope that we can actually get a win out of this. This one is, this deck is interesting, because I looked at the list, and in Arena, they do kind of I guess, they try to match the power level of your deck. So I think we play some cards in here that might boost the power level of this deck. So I hope we don't get paired against decks that are too well developed. Like Settle the Wreckage is in here. There's a few cards in here that might bump up our power level, if you would. The power level of our deck. We're going to keep this hand. We've topped a Field Creeper. We have an island and a Plains and another island. We're going to drop Gearsmith Prodigy, go play the Field Creeper that we get off the top into turn 3 Aviation Pioneer. Really wish I had some Antiquities Wars here. That card would make it so that at least the artifacts that we produce can also attack. And for a healthy chunk too. Like they swing, they become 5/5s, so. Alright, we played the Aviation Pioneer. We went 1, 2, and 3. Let's just hope no Golden Demise, because Golden Demise is kind of the end for us. I'm going to Temporal Machinations that. It draws us a card and sets them back a turn even if they gain 1. Disperse is pretty sweet. Ooh, Relic Runner? Whoa! Looks like we might start this off with a win. Maybe. Unless they blow up our board. Please don't blow up my board. Not around, no. Come on. Oh. I mean, that's not ideal, but better than blowing up my board. A Sky Scanner. Oh, that card. Alright, I'm going to send the Gearsmith, Field Creeper, and the Thopter in. If they block any of our ground troopers with the 3/2, they'll trade with it, which is fine. Okay, so they're choosing to use their Inspiring Cleric to block our Gearsmith Prodigy. That's good news for us. That's off the board. We have 2 1/1s in the air now. I do want to play Relic Runner. Oh, not this again. Not another Inspiring Cleric from the opponent. That's 4 life. That's a lot of work. Ooh, there's the Ether Shield Artificer we asked for. So, at the beginning of combat, on your turn, target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains Indestructible. I guess let's put on the Field Creeper. And then let's go to town. Barring any weird situations that our opponent might put us in. Swing with those. Lead back the Aviation Pioneer once again. They have to tank on whether or not they're going to take 6 this turn. Because they know the Field Creeper is a 4-3 indestructible. They choose to take it. Alright, so they're choosing to take it. What does that mean? Does that mean we're about to get blown up by some kind of like board wipe or something like that? Or some big bomb? If it's a big bomb, we can actually bounce it back. Okay, I'm going to swing in with the Field Creeper. And I'm going to use the Ether Shield Artificer on the Thopter. So this way, the Thopter will like still live even if he gets blocked by the Flyer. Also, the Field Creeper swings in and makes it so our opponent has to actually either decide if they want to block it or not. If they block, they trade. I don't mind killing off the Inspiring Cleric. I'm going to fizzle that target by bouncing him. And they don't get to gain the life, so... Fizzle the life gain. Even though I know this had indestructible, it fizzles the life gain. I don't want them to gain any more life. We continue to build board. Alright, well I guess we're not swinging on the ground anytime soon. Ooh, there we go. Exactly what we need. Now Relic Creeper or Runner is unblockable. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to combat now. Still sending in the Field Creeper, to be honest with you. No reason not to. Like, they could trade anything that they want, because everything they have there is between the Bishop, Soldier, Sky March, Bloodletter, and Inspiring Cleric. They all trade with the Field Creeper, so I'm okay with that. Opponents, just little its and bitties of, like, life gain is keeping them in this game. Like, they've gained so much life between Inspiring Cleric and the Sky March Bloodletter. Of course, doesn't help that we're bouncing the Bloodletter, but... gross. Is that a Sanctum Seeker? Okay, well, they have to swing with that, so they're going to gain more life again. We keep getting so close, yet so far. Alright, we played that this turn so we can swing with it with ease. Relic Runner's unblockable, so this threatens lethal. Actually, we could just swing out, huh? We just swung out. Well, no, hold on. They block there, they block there, they block there, they block there. Yeah. They would be at 1. Swung out. 1, 2, 3, right? They block the 2s. And the 3. So that leaves me with only 4 damage, putting them down to 1. But that's better than them coming back and then punching me for 3 and gaining 3. But that means they're tapped. They're entirely tapped down. At least their forces are. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I like it. Next turn, we can just swing out 3, 6, 7. They have 4 blockers. Now they're at a health total where I can just swing out. This makes it unblockable, right? If I cast a historic spell. Well, that's just game anyways. Because 3, guaranteed 4 is already in the air. And Relic Runner's unblockable. Okay. Inspiring Cleric. I mean, it doesn't matter how they block. Like, obviously the 3/3 needs to get blocked, but it doesn't matter because we already have 4 in the air. Okay. Got there. All right. It's a pretty good first round.
On to our round 2 opponent.
So far, I've actually been... this deck has been kind of performing better than I thought it would. I mean, we actually won our first game there. That was pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know if... I think we got a little lucky that last game. We had quite a curve there. Oh no! Allegiance landing? Okay. That's kind of concerning. Alright, so we'll play Gearsmith Prodigy. We'll play Island, Gearsmith Prodigy, then turn 2 we're probably going to drop the Meandering River, and then we're going to play another Gearsmith Prodigy, set up for that sweet turn 3 Sky Scanner. And then hopefully land number 4 for Aerial Engineer. Of course, there's always just that sick curve of 3, 4, 7 into Goring Ceratops. The card is, it dies to like every removal spell for 7 mana, but I guess there's upside. Seriously, like, dies to everything. Like, legitimately dies to everything. Now, I know normally it dies to, like, you know, insert removal here isn't a good argument, but when it dies to literally every removal, and when it costs 7 mana to do, like, to cast it, it's not as good. Oh. This card just makes me laugh because it's like, why would I play that for 7? I'll block. Interesting. Maybe they sure strike it to clear the way. Yup. That's a lot of life they just gained there. Alright. And here we go. Sky Scanner. The thing with a bunch of whirling... that looks like an eyeball in the center there. Like, do you see this? This kind of looks like an eyeball. Boop. Clicked on it and it left. Oh, but now we have an indestructible Sky Scanner. Or probably just go with the Aerial Engineer. I don't know. I want something that can actually block efficiently here. And I feel like we don't really have anything that does that. Don't look at my creatures. Stop looking at my creatures. They've already got the Legion's Landing ability to, like, they have the ability to flip that now. Just swing out. Just swing out. I'm not going to block with the Sky Scanner, oddly enough, because the Sky Scanner needs to stay around. Can't be blocked by walls. Must attack each combat if able. I guess there's a world, right, where we get to play this and we just outsmork our opponent, right? Yeah, actually I'm going to do that because I'm going to play Aether Shield Artificer And then we got it going, you know. Then it's gonna be fun under the second sun. We've got you know, we ever get to that point where we get to cast Goring Ceratops and hope they don't kill it. Why is Goring Ceratops such a meme to me? Although the art is like poor little raptor thing. Making that noise. Yeah, okay, so Juggernaut is now a useless gigantic wall that can't block or do anything. But at least it's making it so that we have an artifact. Okay, well, good thing we got that one, right? Because had it not been for that, you know, it would have been the aerial engineer eating the luminous bonds. And that's not as ideal. Curious as to why opponent is not getting in there, but you know, you don't want to trade, even though it seems like a terrible trade. Okay, aerial engineer is sweet, right? It's pretty sweet, but this allows me indestructibility. All right, whatever. We're gonna go with this one. We're gonna take the slightly greedier line. Even though they could swing back and we can't block it, I think we're winning that race because we can block everything else. I also think they should have been like, I don't know what their hand is though. They are, I think they're getting close to trying to build. The opponent's trying to build the Boros Weenies deck, and they're doing a good impression of it so far. I don't have Uncle Tony, aka the Hawk, the healer's Hawk. Okay. Got 5 mana. Why do I feel like I'm about to see some random bomb, like, demanding dragon? Snubhorn Sentry. That's not good for me. If they punch me for 2, that puts me down to 18, then we swing with the sweet 3/3 indestructible Sky Scanner. Oh man, this is triggering me from episode 1 of this series. Oh. I accidentally tried to play a plummet on a Sky Scanner. I played a plummet on a Sky Scanner that got targeted by the Ether Shield Artificer. That was a feel bad moment. Alright, so next turn we get one more land. We get the Goring Ceratops. Just remember that, okay? And we have an aerial engineer now. Oh, there's Tony. There's Tony. Alright. Let's play ball. You gonna swing? You gotta swing sometime soon. That's 3 damage in the air. I mean... Oh, I really need to be more specific and say untapped land. Because the game, I'm sure, is like tapped into my mic and they understand that I want to land. But they like, the game's got jokes, in short. Game's got jokes. Oddly enough, am I just going to do this for a beatdown plan? Sky Scanner, here we go. Get in there. Look at this aggressive, like, I mean, we could be swinging with the Aerial Engineer, because they only have Healer's Hawk, Sky Marcher's Aspirant to block it. But I'm afraid of things like, I don't know, I mean, Seal Away, they probably just don't want to use on a Sky Scanner, so. This upcoming turn, though, we get some spicy plays here. We get some spicy plays, as in Field Creeper. Alright. It's only when this attacks that other creatures you control gain double strike, so it's not like we need to play it right now and try to give our creatures double strike with it. Once again, the best 3/3 there ever was. This Sky Scanner is going to do it. This Sky Scanner is going to go all the way. It's going to take us home. Alright, here comes the Goring Ceratops. Please don't kill this. Watch, just highlights it. Lightning Strike. Here we go. Okay, not a lightning strike. Is it a luminous bonds? Oh, we got there. All right, sick.
Up against the Ebony Dragon.
Can we go 3-0 into halftime before we modify the deck? I mean, I would like to believe that we can. Yeah, you know what? I can't imagine Gearsmith Prodigy doing more than what it's doing in the early. It doesn't get better than this card in the early turns, right? Right. It's like the same card. Gearsmith Prodigy, Llanowar Elf, same card, same card. Darn it. See, part of me wants to just do this, but that really disrupts our curve. So we're like, we could wait till they tap for mana and then we seal it away. Uh-oh. Are we up against elves? Is this elf ball? Alright, here we go. Here we go! Now, I know I could actually just disrupt their curve even more if I just seal away that. I'm not that hateful. I'm not that hateful. Or am I that hateful? Oh, okay, I see the red. I'm a little bit hateful now. Uh-oh. We should. I guess we wait till that thingamabobber attacks, right? Because this attacks each turn if able. There we go. Send that in. The old Ether Shield Artificer plan. Let's just hope it's good enough. They have... If they draw another land here, that's 5 lands. Oh, so many mana dorks. So many mana dorks from the opponent right now. Okay. Okay, this isn't the worst. Here we go, right here. See if they use their mana to blow this up. They do not. They do not. Well played by the opponent. Did not fall for any my bait there. Look at that. Just another aviation pioneer. Friendly neighborhood aviation pioneer. We're going to chip at them with a bunch of little dinky 1/1 Thopters until they have to blow it up. And or if they play the dinosaur that AoEs for 1. No. Stop. Now these are just useless. Swing with the Brontodon. Swing with the Brontodon. Why have you not swung with the Brontodon? Why won't you swing? Okay. Get in there. Okay. Here it comes, the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut might die. What is this? Dinosaur control? Jeez. No blocks. Oh, we can seal that away at least. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, do I have enough? Do I have all the mana right now? Among artifacts, you can... Hold on, what? Draws cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among... I have a 0. I draw no cards. Come on, maybe they'll spend mana to sack. Oh, how unfortunate. We're going in. We're going in. They're picking off one of the 1/2s. But we got them at 4. We got them at 4. Okay, they have 6 mana. A charging Monstrosaur? We're getting smorked for 5. Daring move, friend. Daring move. For I have the most useful card of all time. In hand. Ready. All right, we got to threaten lethal. All right, sweet. So they're down to 2. I guess I could have... No, yeah, I guess I could have swung with this, but what if they have... Oh, something like that. See? See? What if they had another haster? They can't swing with the elf, because if they do, we block it. We're alive at 1. Alive at 1. Please don't pump me. Please don't do any pump effects. Alive at 1? Alive at 1. Let's go. Alive at 1. Yes! 3-0 going into halftime. Time to do the deck mod. And here is the updated version of Artifacts Attack. Unfortunately, we still don't have an Antiquities War, or else I would totally... I have an Antiquities War idea in mind that I'll probably just show you all at the end of the video for a final form version of this deck if we wanted to stick with artifacts. But yeah, right now we added Wand of the Vertebrae because we don't actually have that many bombs, and the ones that we do have, we kind of want to keep. So or try to get back. It's either this or it could just be a land or something. But I want more artifacts just so that it pairs well with our Sai that we pulled in from the mono blue starter deck that we got. So we added this from there. We dropped a Field Creeper to add a Diamond Mare because first off it's a 1/3 and it gains this life. We'll name blue, and almost everything in this deck is blue except for the artifacts, right? And like Seal Away, but that's okay because it's still a 1/3 that has the upside of gaining us life along the way. And we added Skilled Animator. Whenever Skilled Animator enters the battlefield, target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 5/5. So for as long as you keep this creature, I don't know, you can animate anything. You can turn the Wand of Vertebrae into a 5/5 if you wanted. On top of that, like Skilled Animator is a 3-drop, so that means it pairs well with Tashar, Ancestor's Apostle. We can try to bring it back after we cast an artifact and maybe turn that artifact into a 5/5. We don't have any more Ether Shield Artificers. I thought we had another one, but we didn't. We added a Sift because one with machines just doesn't cut it. It just doesn't cut it. It's 4 mana. And often, like as you watched from the last game, it just does nothing, right? We didn't draw any cards because we sat there with a Thopter. It kind of didn't really do anything. And then of course we added Tezzeret. This is gonna be cool. I mean, I was excited to add this. I really wanted to add Tezzeret. So, first off, because it was like a Planeswalker. We don't have this new card. It's kind of unknown, but I think it's gonna break into the meta. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Just totally not in the meta at all. And so we don't own any though, or else I'd play one. And we added the Riddlemaster Sphinx from the starter deck that we also got, along with the River's Rebuke and Zahid. So other than that, I think this is pretty much the list. Let's see how it does in the arena. All right, we're up against Lupus Solus. Okay, we went 3-0 going into halftime. We don't normally get to do that, so I'm pretty excited. I know we did go down some 1-drop creatures, but I don't think we needed those, so we're not really that aggressive anyways. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. We have a Blink of an Eye. We have Sift. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? What's our opponent playing? Watch, because of like us adding, I don't know, a River's Rebuke and a Tezzeret now, we're gonna get paired against like tier 1. Here comes Golgari. Alright, so we still have the Field Creeper creeping around, doing work. That art is actually really cool, though. It's just a 2/1. Whoa, Overgrown Tomb! I don't even have my Hollowed Fountain yet. Or will I have it anytime this month? But maybe in a few, the next set. I'm swinging in. Trade your elf, son. Okay, they didn't trade their elves. I was kind of relying on them to trade their elf. Your library into the graveyard. Maybe this one may be a mistake, but we'll find out right now if this was a mistake or not. Maybe. Oh, nice. Okay. Boom, another Field Creeper. How do you feel now, opponent? Okay, maybe this one was a mistake. Come on, play something that's like... Whoa! Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna bounce that one back. So you don't get to play it. There you go, buddy. I'm afraid of milling my lands. I don't know why we have the Wand of Vertebrae anymore. Immediately I regret this decision. Alright, we're going full smork, because next turn we play Field Creeper, we get Field Creeper back. Here we go, now we start the mill plan. We got the Ancestor's Apostle. You know, we're going to try to bring it back. Poison Tip Archer. Why? That's a good card, it blocks this. That is seriously a lot of tokens, though. Do not mill my River's Rebuke, that's all I care about. Oh, seal away, no. There goes the neighborhood. I can get back a creature only, huh? We'll do it again. Alright, well, there goes the land. Alright, I'll play this. Get this back. The squad's here. Squad is here. Squad full of little sad field creepers. Yeah, that resolves. As if I had something to say. Yeah. That is Death Touch. Get this back in your hand. Get this back in your hand. Just constantly keep that in your hand. Alright. We want that. We want that. Alright, let's sift. Let's sift here. We need a dig. Just a tad bit here. Just a tad. Okay, whenever you cast a historic spell. Right? Right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Look, right now, I think I gotta throw that one away. And we're gonna pass the turn. Okay, because what's gonna happen next is we're gonna draw our land that we need, and we're gonna play Azor the Lawbringer, and we're gonna gain like 1,000,000 life back. It's fine. Not even worried about it. We also need to draw a River's Rebuke, or else we lose. Because they're like a Saproling Lord effect from destroying us. Well, unless Field Creeper has something to say about it. And this does have Death Touch and Reach. Oh. Oh, no. No. Stop. Stop. Yo. Okay. Let's talk about this. Cast this. Okay. Perfect. So now we grab this. This becomes a 5/5. And now we're ready to rock. And then it'll die. This Poison Tip Archer needs to go home. I'm gonna be honest with you. This Poison Tip Archer needs to go home. We don't have anything to kill it. We need to seal it away. That's how we beat it. I wonder if we get lucky and they sack the Poison Tip Archer. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Are we gonna die? I think we're gonna die. Oh, they have Carnage Tyrant. It was a mistake adding Tezzeret. We have too much power in this deck. There's too much power in this deck. Okay. It's fine. No concerns here. That's a Carnage Tyrant? I have no problems with that whatsoever. So how many creatures is this? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of power. This is gonna have to attack. That's the worst part. This has to attack. I hate that this has to attack. Alright. Go into combat. Who dares block this? The Juggernaut. I dare ya. I double dare ya. Block this and you shall know pain, opponent. You will know pain. Like I know pain. Yep. We're gonna lose some life here. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna lose a little bit of life here. We gotta start clearing these off. Got way too much fun going on for our opponent here. Ah, man. It's 3-6. This isn't looking good. We need to play this to draw a card, don't we? We should have played this first then, to begin with. Do we have... I guess we got that. We can get that back. Oh. We can grab this, which creates another artifact. Which means we have that. Which now means we can draw a ton of cards. We need to dig to River's Rebuke right now. We need to find that River's Rebuke right meow. Because if we don't, we're going to die very quickly. Yup. Yep. Hey, at least they don't have a sack outlet. That's nice. And we have enough health to where they're kind of forced into swinging. But seriously, though, we really do need to find that, like, real bad. An 8-7 Carnage Tyrant. Because the 7-6 wasn't hard enough to deal with. I will gladly block with Skilled Animator. I will gladly block with Skilled Animator. No questions about it. Also, this should have lifelink. Alright, opponent. Let's see what you got. I will gladly throw the Skilled Animator in front of something. Because if that dies, then we can turn this into a 5-5, which means we can swing in the air. Okay. Oh, whenever another creature, including our own? That's brutal. Oh, dude, we're so good at this game. We're so good at this game. We're so good at this game, dude. Oh my god, we're so good at this game.
Cold logic will always win.
Will it, bud? Will it? I'm just gonna play a friendly, just a friendly 2-2. That has reach, so we still can't attack. We need our opponent to swing here, dude. We need our opponent to swing so bad. We need them to swing so bad. Or else we die. Like, we need them to swing out, like, entirely. The whole board. Uh-huh. Come on. Come on. Not just the Carnage Tyrant. Don't just swing with Carnage Tyrant. You have to swing with everything. I need them to get greedy and just swing out. Oh, come on. Swing with the team. Swing with the team. Why? Why are you playing rationally? Huh? It's the best I can get. It's the best I can get. I'm not gonna lie to you. Best I can get. Because at this point, they're never swimming with Poison Tip Archer because they know about my exiling abilities. Uh-huh. So they have to sack a creature every turn. They lose the other Poison Tip Archer. Okay. Or, I mean, they chose to search. Or did they choose to search? No, they didn't. I'm so scared to mill.
I know what must be done.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That gives us the indestructible we've been looking for. And now I will bounce that token. So that's 3 damage on him. What do I want to shuffle back in? Skilled Animator, Tashar, Settle, and like Sphinx maybe? Alright, we'll pass it back to them. Because we could do this on like later. Yep, they're about to do a lot of work here. This is so terrifying. I guess we could get lucky, you know, maybe they just mill out. Oh, they didn't mill out. Okay. Alright. Swing with the Poison Tip Archer. Not River's Rebuke, alright. We need to draw River's Rebuke. How does this go for us, right? We play this, we have 2 mana up, we can hold up. Yeah, we gotta do this now. This is the life we live now. This is the life we live now. I can't attack. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have 2. I mean, we're not blocking that one. So that's 3, 4, 6, 9. They have 9 power. They have 9 power on board, right? Then that's 3, 5, 6. Yep, that's 9 power. Let's go to attacks. Singing with our little indestructible friend. We want to lure them into a bad attack here. All right, we're gonna trick them into doing a bad attack. That's how we're gonna win this one. And then up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, so they have 4, 5. But they have to start picking off their threats in order to do that. That card's problematic. That card's very problematic. But they only have 4, 5. Oh, I think they could have actually killed us. Oh, no, it's only 1 damage. It's only 1 damage. Okay. So how much can we do this for? We have 5, 8, 9. So we can do it for 4. So we gain 4 life, we go up to 15, because... That. Oh boy. No. None of those are what I was looking for. We gotta make a token. We gotta make a token. Alright, we have 2 cards that we need to get rid of. Probably a Meandering River and the other Meandering River. This card. Go away! Poison Tip Archer! Go away! So they gain 2 life for every sapperling. They have 4 sapperlings. No, wait, why are you playing this? You could just win. Our opponent could win. Oh, we won. Good luck, Sir Brosif. We're 4-0 right now with this deck. Can we run it to 5-0? Yeah, I'll keep. There's some cute interactions here. Dude, I don't think our opponent should have conceded, right? Like, so they could have stayed in it. I guess they might have assumed that we might have had some kind of removal for their little friend, but not really. Whoa, look at this curve. This is only an amazing curve. If this doesn't die and if this doesn't die. Okay, green, black. Sapperlings, nice. We'll make that a 5-5. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, dude. Okay. I want like 1,000,000 skilled animators. I want like 100 of these. Can we go deeper in the tank? Okay, imagine if these field creepers were also little horsies. This is a 1-mana board wipe. This is a 2-mana 5/5 that wipes the whole board here. Don't mind if I do. Alright, don't kill my Tashar. That's my concern. If they kill Tashar here, we're in trouble. Maybe I should have held on to this, but it's still 4 mana. Or we play to our outs and they sack to Vicious Offering and kill Skilled Animator. Come on, you know you want to do it, opponent. If the field creeper could swing in and they blocked it the whole team, and I got a whole board wipe out of it, that would have been so nice. But I assumed that would have been way too Christmas land. But I mean, we were attacking anyways. I thought about attacking with Skilled Animator, but oh, dude, yes. Don't kill this. Okay. No fungal infections for me. No fungal infections for me, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. No fungal infections for me. I refuse to play into that nonsense. Alright. They're tapped out. Should have waited to play a land in case we draw a Meandering River. Yes. Yes, dude. Is this deck just not the greatest? There's no way. Dude, I should just play more Skilled Animators. And then this way we just add Antiquities War. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going to bounce that. They've got to sacrifice again. I'm sorry, opponent. That was brutal. Toki is now on this week's episode of When Artifacts Attack. Dude, how are we? Dude, We're killing it. We're 5-0. We're a clean 5-0 right now. I mean, we kind of had a nutty hand there, right? We have a pretty good draft deck here. This draft deck's insane. This draft deck's kind of insane. I'm gonna keep this. We have some early interaction, dude. If we need, oh boy, we're getting close to that time where we're gonna start running into some mono red. We just had like this deck. I think Stone Cold loses to Chain Whirler, but okay. Okay. So far, there's nothing saying that they won't play Chain Whirler. Alright. Right now, we just need to draw the skilled animator. Oh. Dude, that skilled animator, I want 4 of. I almost want to spend wild cards on that card. That card was sweet. With Tashar? Wow, that was insanely fun for, I think, just me. But nonetheless, it was insanely fun. Yeah, I think we gotta go. We brewing. Just wait till I get access to my own collection. Oh, we brewing. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna just go to attacks here. Opponent doesn't respect the Sky Scanner to use a shock on it. You'll be sad. You'll be so sorry, opponent, when I play that skilled animator and then you kill it and then I get it back. Tashar, skilled animator, Antiquities War. I don't know about you guys, but that already sounds like a spicy meatball just waiting to happen. Oh, I should play one of these. I think I added one in, actually. Or did I add one in? No. Why would I? I added a Wand of the Vertebrae, which does pair, by the way, with you know which card, exactly which card, too. It pairs well with Tashar. But we only have one Tashar, so I don't know if that's actually the best idea in the world. Dude, are you gonna burn me out? I'm so scared right now. I'm gonna bounce that token. Tell me I won't. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not taking any damage that I don't have to. Only 1 damage for me. Here we go. We bounced that token. We're not above it. We're not above that. Come on. We don't play this game to be scared. Or do we? Risk factor. Who plays that card? Resolves? Take the action. I'll take the 4 damage. There's no way I'm letting you draw cards. They gotta discard a card here to draw a card. I'll tell you that right now. Which I will then have to take another 4, going down to 6. Dude, we're gonna get burnt out. At least it means that our deck is too strong. That's what it means. Because we're getting paired up against real decks like this. Burning me out. Ouch. Okay, no blocks. Okay. Okay, so we drew another land. I don't want to say we're panicking, but there's quite a discrepancy between my life total and my opponent's. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. But I think we're closer to 0 than they are. They have a Goblin Instigator, a Vidalian Arcanist, and then they have the Arcane Encyclopedia. 2 cards in hand. 2 cards in hand. Settle the wreckage. Good as it's gonna get for me. And it plays around a Spell Pierce. It, however, does not play around a negate. Are they that sick? Do they have the negate? Please don't have a negate. A lightning strike. Can I disperse the lightning strike off the stack? No? Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess I'm gonna just take 2, go down to 2 here. I mean, we still have a clock on them. And they, like, what are the odds they have a burn left in their 46 cards? Maybe they're still budget? Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh, there we go. Look, we have Tezzeret. Now we're fine. And like that, we're just fine. We gotta just... Seriously? We got no time. We we have no time whatsoever. We gotta just start pooping out tokens here. Please don't kill me, dude. Don't have a shock. I'm gonna have to put on full control mode so that I can mentally accept it when they do use the shock and they hit me directly in the face with it or the burn spell. I'm kind of just mentally preparing myself right now. That's what I'm doing here, if you were wondering. Okay. Maybe? Okay, hold on. When Beam Splitter Mage, what does that even do? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Beam Splitter Mage, if you control one or more other creatures that that spell could target, choose one of those creatures, copy that spell. Oh yeah, okay, so we can get lucky. Maybe they go Lava Coil on their own Beam Splitter, and then that also kills off their Drake. Dude, that's a plan. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a real plan. I know you don't think it, but it's the truth. Okay, but this adds more of a clock. But like if they have a dive down. We want them to play all of these again. But this is a real clock here, right? So let's say we play this. Okay, they swing in, we get lucky, right? Because we have 5/8 mana. We have exactly enough to do both a disperse and a seal away. Right? Right. So, we play this, those go back to, one of these goes back to their hand, they do the same thing over anyways, but then we get to punch in for, we obviously seal this one away. Then we swing back for a total of 7. I mean, we gotta play to live, right? Like, at this point, I mean, we gotta put ourselves in a position to win, not survive another turn. So let's just put these back, pass it to them, bluff the cryptic command mana. Double negate. I got a double negate here. You wouldn't want, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh. Okay. I see you're serious. I see you're very serious, opponent. Okay, well, we don't want to bounce that back, but we have to. No more burn. He's drawing too many cards. Opponent's drawing too many cards. My head's like in my shirt here. I'm at 2. Odds right now that they have more burn. Unlikely, right? Okay, cool. Just lie to me. As you're watching this, just lie to me, okay? Lie to yourselves. Water not. That's fine. That goes back to their hand. That goes back to their hand. Oh, it taps the creature? That's so annoying. Okay. They didn't water not this? What a misplay. Will you swing with that and allow me to kill it? That is my question. Because I think I might have to block that. I really don't want to draw them a card. So I think what I got to do here is I got to bounce this back. I guess we could just block with 1 token. That's also fine, right? Yeah, and then the turn after we just bounce everything back. I guess that's better than nothing. This is the target player I'd like to return everything from. Please take all your cards. Thank you.
I made you a gift.
I'm sure you did, Tez. Okay. We're one. No burn. No burn. No burn. Burn is cheat. We know everything in their hand. We know everything in their hand. We know everything in their hand. We're fine. 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 They don't have anything. Please don't. Divination. Okay. No burn. They don't have it. I know they don't have it. No! 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 Okay. Resolves. Okay. We're 5-1. I mean, who would have thought they'd have more burn spells? 5-1. We almost clawed our way back, right? We took a lot of damage in the early turns. Alright, we'll give this a whirl. Please don't be Merfolk. No, it's gonna be Merfolk. It's always Merfolk. Why is it always Merfolk as my last match? This is it. Once again, the guardians of the fun here. The gatekeepers. It's always Merfolk. Oh, it hurts. It's a good deck, though. It's a good deck. I don't fault you for playing it. It's a darn good deck. I'm over here just trying to live my best life. Just trying to live all my dreams. And my opponent's got to drown me in my ambitions. With their little underwater sea creatures. Oh. Not like this. No blocks? No blocks. Yeah, definitely no blocks. Oh, another... Well, if we get to the point where we can live long enough to do that, like, they're never swinging with the Mistbinder. Like, there's just no way they swing with the Mistbinder, right? So we just gotta try to chump for as long as we can. Alright. Azor's Gateway, or Lawbringer thing. Alright. We started off so well, you know? We were doing just fine, just dandy. And then we got destroyed. And then we get destroyed again. Here comes River's Boon. We take 7? Okay. Not so bad. We have a Juggernaut now. We can block. And bounce that back. Think of all the things we can do. Nope, yeah, we're dead. We need to draw unless we can draw 2 cards, draw planes, and settle the wreckage, we're, like, most likely dead. But, you know what? Let's play a game of ball here. Let's see what happens. We started off so well. We were 5-0 for the first time in, like, the history of, like, free-to-play fish. We started, first off, we won our first match. That's nice. We always, like, have a bad luck, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not gonna bounce that, that's for sure. Okay. I guess I could have bounced that and blocked, and then sealed away 1, take 3. We gotta do what we can to stay alive here. We gotta do what we can to stay alive here. Okay? Okay. So, here's how this is gonna have to go down. We have to draw planes. And we have to have our opponent also forget they can attack with everybody. Yep, that's 6, that's 9, that's 11. I can block 3 damage. That's exactly 8. Okay. What do I want to lose with? I am the Juggernaut. Alright, I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna just put the Juggernaut on board, let him know. I could have Unsummon. That is not a card. Play into our outs. Maybe they forget to attack. Nope, okay. Good enough. 5-2. Ugh. And that concludes this video. We started off fiery hot at 5-0. the Fiery Five, and then we decided to get bodied towards the last two matches at the end. There, I thought maybe we'd get that 7-0, but we didn't. This was the list that we started out with, but then we ended up on this because let's not lie, the Gearsmith Prodigy kind of just takes up space. I mean, we're not really that aggressive. We don't need them. What I do like though is the Skilled Animator. We only had one, but maybe throw a few more of those in there with Tashar, get that going. You saw a few games where we got that cute synergy rolling, and of course we added the Psy in. Psy just makes a lot of Thopters really good, and Tezzeret, self-explanatory. The Wand of Vertebrae was just to be extra cute with Tashar, and it's another artifact because we don't have any fountains. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think you need that. You can always remove that. The Riddlemaster Sphinx, just a 6-mana 5/5 that flies. It can bounce something. That's sweet. The Zahid we never actually got to play, but the deck was a lot of fun. So if I were to move forward with any kind of blue-white deck, I'm gonna give you two separate options to look at today. The first option is, as you know, I always want to make it so that you can win with the deck, get more wild cards, more gold. So I'll give you all something that you could say spiky, if you would. Something that you can grind the ladder with. Best of 3, something I personally feel comfortable taking in a best of 3, so I'm not worried about wasting my gold, is Azorious Control. Now, the only thing is, how much time do you have on your hands? Because, look, I had 2 Devious Cover-Ups in this deck, because there's a loop, right? As long as you always when you cast Devious Cover-Up, you put the other Devious Cover-Up in your deck, you'll always have a Devious Cover-Up to loop 4 cards. But I realized it's just I don't think the game should go that long, and I think Teferi should be good enough. You'll just win by either your opponent conceding out of boredom, frustration from not having any spells resolve, or you'll have the Teferi emblem, and you'll exile all their stuff, and then you'll just continuously use Teferi's -3, put target non-land permanent into its owner's library 3rd from the top. So you can put Teferi 3rd from your own library, and you just keep doing that over and over and over and over until your opponent decks out. I know what you're thinking. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Well, then let me get to the sideboard. So Disdainful Stroke, that's just any matchup that you're seeing a lot of 4+ drops, maybe out of the Drake's matchup, because, Crackling Drake, modern staple. And Takali Honor Guard for, the Golgari decks, the quad History of Benalias, so you can bring him in against the Control Mirror, any deck that thinks you're going down on threats so they can go slower than you, they can try to slow down the game plan. Usually it's going to be a Control Mirror that you want that. Invoke the Divine, anywhere you see enchantments, artifacts that are disruptive. So especially like Ixalan's Bindings, because let me tell you something. If the Ixalan's Binding your Teferi, we're in for a long one. We're in for a long one, Get comfortable. Because that leaves you with Lyra and opponents conceding. And of course you have another 2 Lyras to bring in, because that's for red decks. Bring that in the Drake's matchup, because it is a first striker. So it can kill the Drake. It forces them to use Beacon Bolts on it, or Beacon Bolts, sorry. I'm used to calling it Bacon Bolts. Ixalan's Binding, also just any kind of deck that relies on a piece or something, like example Teferi, or maybe just putting that on a Crackling Drake, or putting that on something out of Golgari, like a Golgari Fine Broker, something like that will just cut off a chunk of their engine. So negate, control, burn, red deck, almost everything can have a negate. I almost want a main deck negate, more than one. And then Nezahal for the control matchup once again. So this is straightforward, very self-explanatory. But then here is, for the Tinkerer, the Jank Lover. Now, you may have seen a list, because Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, also has his own spin on this deck. I'll put the link for his list down below. And this deck, though, the difference between mine and Seth's list is that I may or may not have had a pet card out of Dominaria, and it's not Teferi. It was the Antiquities War. I loved, and I absolutely love that card. I may or may not have purchased 40 of those, so anything to make the dream work with that, I will gladly try to jam and force. So I tried this on the ladder a few times in best of 1, and it actually won a decent amount. I'm 3-2 with it. It's more wins than losses. That's all you can ask for. But yeah, the way Antiquities War works is that look at the top 5 cards of your your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. So you do that for the first and second chapter. Then the third chapter becomes artifacts you control. Become artifact creatures with base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. That's right. All these treasures are going to come swinging. They're going to come swinging and dunking on your opponent's face. So it's sweet. I'm excited. I love this deck. I love the card itself. And, of course, there's Chaos 1, bring it in against control. It's a way for you to just tutor through their deck and hopefully hit a counterspell. And, of course, Tezzeret's. Size, Karns, very self-explanatory. They poop out tons of tokens, and that pairs and they're also artifacts, so they pair with Antiquities War. And you are relying on the Found Renewal, Dawn of Hope game plan as almost any blue-white deck would. It's kind of hard to get around that. I think anything like this is just going to need that kind of engine to stay in the game against Control and Golgari. Of course, you're hoping that they don't blow these things up. So, yeah. I definitely had a blast making this video today. As always, love my artifacts, love all these like this style of deck, but I also love blue-white control. I'll go over the sideboard real briefly here. So same thing as before, Disdainful Stroke for the 4+ mana cost decks. Shalai, if you're afraid of Settle. Shalai against the black-red burn decks that I'm seeing run around. 4 negates for control and burn decks. Quad Histrobenalia for control because they're expecting you to be slow and dirtily, so this gives you a little something that kind of gasses up a little faster. Gideon's Reproach because you need spot removal against aggro decks, and if they go too fast, well, you know how that goes. Well, now that we're done talking about the decks, as I told you, we had 2 decks today. One for someone that wants to just actually kind of grind and win using not that many like rare and mythic wild cards. Well, blue-white control is actually just mostly commons and uncommons. The only thing that you really have to like shell out for are the Settle the Wreckages, Cleansing Novas, and Teferi. Almost everything else can be replaced or moved around or something like that. So first card up though is the uncommon. I think, as I said, this is probably one of the top 4 uncommons of Guilds of Ravnica. I mean, the counter a target spell is obviously, classic, cancel kind of effect, yes. But the Surveil one is huge. Dissolve was insanely popular in Theros Standard. It was a 4 of, if I could have, I would have had 5. So I say the same thing about Sinister Sabotage. The Surveil is even better than the Scry. So definitely want 4 of these. And of course, Settle the Wreckage. You don't need 4. But you can have 4 if you really want to. You already get 1 for free, so you really only need to craft like 2. Because 3 is about the sweet spot. I wouldn't probably have more than 3 anyways in a deck. Like nowhere in this. Like I must be really hateful if I have the 4th one in the 75. But right now, I think you only need about 3, and you already get 1, so you only need to craft 2. And then of course Cleansing Nova, because whenever your opponents start, once you settle them, they know not to swing out with everyone, so they leave things behind. They chip in for only enough, like exactly lethal. Well, this sweeps the board off, so if they decide to leave some back, then yeah, all you have to do is just blow up the whole board. Also, you'd be surprised how many times Destroy All artifacts and enchantments become relevant, especially when a Teferi's under like an Ixalan's Binding or something like that. This is one of those ones where I think you also don't need 4 of. I would say you can't. You really do want at the very least 2. You can get away with 2. I'd recommend 3. So I would do like 3 Cleansing Novas, 2 Settle the Wreckage, maybe 3/3 split if you really want to get crazy. But know that this one's a little bit better in the control matchup because there are artifacts and enchantments to blow up, like Disinformation Campaign. Which information campaign? Exactly. And stuff like that, or treasure maps and treasures. But the settles are not really useful. So you do want about I'd say safely 3 of these. And then lastly, the only mythic that you need in the deck. Teferi, the Hero of Dominaria. It's a brand new card. It hasn't quite broken into the meta yet. It's not really that popular, and no one really knows how strong it is. But I think it's pretty good. You may have heard of it. You may have seen it laying around or in a few lists or so. But it's pretty good. And this +1, draw a card at the beginning of the next end step, untap 2 lands. I mean, if it gets to resolve, you get to play it on 5, hold up Essence Scatter, hold up Negate. Very good. You want 4 of these. You want 4 of these somewhere in the 75, most likely in the main 60. -3 target, put target non-land permanent into its owner's library, third from the top. That's anything, including your own. So you can. That's one of the win conditions, just putting itself in there, and this way you never mill out. So, like as I said, you can just do this loop where you just keep playing it, putting it back in, playing it, putting it back in, play it, put it back in, and then yeah, all of a sudden, 40 hours later, your opponent's milled out, and you had a fun time. I don't know about your opponent, but and then of course you get the emblem with whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent opponent controls. Well, that means they're lands, thus furthering your plan to make them do a lot of nothing. If you pick off all their threats and then off all their lands, love the card. You want 4. Now, here's the next deck. As I told you, we had something also for those that are feeling extra saucy. Here you go. This is my take on Seth, better known as Saffron Olive. And this, his list is going to be in my info for his blue-white artifacts list. But his is more so just a bunch of artifacts trying to win and all that. Like, mine are like mine's kind of close. Mine still plays Sai. You still need this because you don't need more than 3 really because he's legendary. On top of that, it takes away from your artifact count and all your other cool spells. You're not Storm like from last standard, and unfortunately, I really do miss Kaladesh because all the sweet artifacts we had to play with Sai. But whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. You could also pay 2 to sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card. Huge, very important. Don't forget that second ability. But yeah, card is insane. You want about 2 to 3 in the deck. Just overrun a game. If you just play enough 1-drops, it can overrun the game. And of course, difference between Seth and mine is I am in love with this card. First off, I love the artwork. Second off, when this got spoiled, I went ahead and pre-ordered 40 copies. It's not a bad investment. I don't know that yet. It hasn't rotated yet. But what Antiquities War does is that look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You'll do that for the first and second chapter, and of course, the third chapter, my favorite, the myth, the machine. Artifacts you control become artifact creatures with base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. That's right. You ever want to punch people with a ton of treasures? There you go. You ever want to punch people with a treasure map? I don't know how that. I mean, I guess you can, but it just look weird. But yeah, you can do that too. And all the Thopters you make off of Sai, all the all the tokens you make off of Karn and Tezzeret, they all become threats. This gives you a surprise. One punch, just kind of like to the face, just OTK, kill him in 1 turn. So you don't need 4 of these, as they still are a little bit clunky and 4 mana. So I think you can play 3 in the 75, but at the very least you need 2. You need 2. And of course, the payoffs for all the artifacts, the reason why we love artifacts. Tezzeret, Artifice Master. Tezzeret, the artifact planeswalker. Mr. Robocop over here is I mean, all the M19 planeswalkers were great. They're just niche. They're so niche, except for Vivian. Vivian Reed is just good. So Tezzeret in an artifact deck, +1, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Boom. Pairs well with all the other all the things you need. Like it synergizes with the rest of the deck. 0, draw a card if you control 3 or more artifacts. Draw 2 cards instead. Yes, please. The alt, you get an emblem at the beginning of your end step. Search your library for a permanent card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Yep, just end of your turn, just start looking for things that you want to put on the board. Can't counter them because you're putting them into play. So, card's very good, self-explanatory. It's a planeswalker. It also pairs well with all the things that we've already previously mentioned, so it synergizes insanely well. You want about 2 of these. I personally don't like more than 2 of this card because it's still a 5 mana. Just either poop out a 1/1. I have to be severely ahead for this not to die. So I think you only want about 2 of these, maybe a third. But Karn you can safely craft about 4. I'm going 3 because, as I told you, I'm a little more. My payoffs are a little bit different. My payoffs lie in the Antiquities War. And these planeswalkers. So Karn +1. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. An opponent chooses one of them. Put the card into your hand and exile the other with a silver counter on it. As I always say, Karn is probably one of the best ramp spells ever because your opponent will always give you the land. Even when they know they shouldn't, like you need the land and they shouldn't give you the land, they'll give you the land. And then its minus is put a card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand. So anything that was exiled, mostly whatever your opponent didn't want you to have, you'll have to get it next turn. And then, of course, -2, the beautiful synergy with Treasure Map. Create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact creature you control. Or for each artifact you control. Sorry. Yeah, any and all artifacts will count towards that. So just on its own, it's a 1/1. You have a bunch of other treasures, all that stuff, it becomes massive. It pairs well with Tezzeret. And it's also on curve. The Karn into Tezzeret curve is beautiful. This is a 4-drop, so I think this is why this card is so sweet. And you want at least, you can get away with 3. I want to say at least 3. 3 is fine. You don't have to have 4, but if you wanted the 4th one, it's not unreasonable. So that should conclude this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. I had a blast making this. As you saw, we started off with a 5-0, fiery hot. Doesn't matter how we ended, even if it was 5-2. It was awesome. It was fun. And I just love artifacts. And of course, I really do appreciate it, every one of you that come by and watch my video, and on top of that, like, hang out, discuss, let me know, give me feedback in the comment section, stuff like that. Really means a lot that so many of you are just as invested in this as I am. And if you always have any recommendations, any suggestions for deck lists or anything like that, or how you would build the deck, let me know on Twitter. Same thing. Same handle there, the Asian Avenger. Other than that, make sure you do us a favor. If you like the content, hit us with that subscribe button, the like button. And as always, I will see you back here in the next video. And just really, once again, thank you so much. Your host, yours truly, the Asian Avenger, signing out.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.